Dulce. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a Gumpaste Calla lily. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment in the comment sections down below telling me what type of video you want to see next. I love hearing your ideas, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified of when I post new videos, and also share this video with your friends so they can become part of our little cake decorating family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
The first thing I'm doing is making a loop on 22 gauge wire using some small flat pliers. Then I'm taking a piece of full width floral tape and cutting it down the center to make half width floral tape, just so it's easier to wrap the wire with it. Then I'm wrapping the whole wire with the floral tape, starting at the end with the loop going all the way down. Don't forget to also stretch your floral tape to activate the glue. The first thing we're going to do is make the center of the flower. For this, I'm taking a small piece of white gum paste and rolling it in between my hands. Then I'm rolling one of the ends a little bit thinner to taper it a little bit. Then make sure to dip the hooked end of your wire into some egg white, which can act as glue, or you can also use edible glue. And then insert the wire into your center and make sure you lightly press at the base to make sure that the gum paste is secured to the wire. Once I have secured my center to the wire, I'm using this pointed tool to make little markings all over the center. This is going to give it that texture and make sure that it looks more realistic. Once that's done, you can set it aside to dry overnight. And then we're going to get started on the petal. To make our petal, we're starting with white gum paste and then rolling it out with a fondant rolling pin. I'm making sure to lightly dust both sides of the gum paste to make sure that it doesn't stick to my rolling pin or to my rolling surface. And I'm using this cutter, and I'll leave the link to all the tools in the description box below if you guys are interested in any of these tools. This cutter is actually part of a set, and I'll list the set down there too, and also which cutter it is. But these are also sold individually, so you can probably just buy them individually if you just want a few of them and you don't want to buy all of them at the same time. But getting back to the tutorial, we are going to cut out the petal, then lightly dust our petal veiner, and then lightly press our petal in between the veiner. I'm going to go ahead and place my petal on a foam board, and using a ball tool, I'm going to thin out the edges very lightly. Once I'm done with my petal, I'm going to go ahead and set it aside and cover it so it won't dry out. With that done, we are going to move on to dusting the center of our flower. So this center has dried completely overnight, and I just went ahead and mixed mostly the buttercup yellow, but I also added in a little bit of that terracotta color. Then go ahead and take your petal, put a little bit of egg white or edible glue on the petal, and wrap your petal around and press the base slightly to make sure that it's adhered to the center and to the wire. To dry this flower, I actually tried a few different things on aluminum paper. So I just ended up making a mold out of it and just kind of molding it to the shape that I wanted the flower to dry in. And I made sure to let this dry overnight again to make sure that it was secure before we start dusting the rest of the flower. For the final dusting of the flower, I'm taking some petal dust in buttercup yellow and kiwi, and I'm also using this brush. I thought I was going to use both, but I ended up only using one of them. Then I'm taking mostly buttercup yellow and a little bit, well, adding little by little green to give the yellow a green hint. I'm dusting the base, and I'm also using that same color and dusting a little bit of it on the inside around the base of the flower. I'm adding a little bit more of that kiwi green and dusting it a little bit below where we started dusting the first mixture of green. I ended up dusting a little bit of that color again in the center at the very bottom. I also decided to add in a little bit of that cocoa brown color into the mixture to make it a little bit of a deeper green, and using that color at the very bottom of the base to help blend it in a little bit into the wire. I ended up going back in with just the buttercup yellow color and using it to blend all the colors a little bit better into the white so it didn't look too harsh. And I did that in the inside and on the outside at the bottom where I had just dusted the colors. And this is what our finished flower should look like.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!